This is X Factor Legend, and welcome to Morris Code Production Labs. Today I will be continuing the InstaChord series, and today we are going to be focusing on the action section of InstaChord. So over here, this is where you will have the guitar strums as they will be laid out in MIDI, or how they will be displayed on the piano roll. I briefly showed you this in the video before, but today we are going to maybe run through quite a few of them, because it would take some time to run through all of them, but just for us to grasp the basic understanding of what these things would be translated on piano roll as. So we're going to click on the list, and we're going to avoid the single notes and the hits for now. We're going to start off with the very slow ones, because these will be the ones that actually show the difference in timing of the notes more than any other action speed. And basically what they are saying is, when they talk about these strum actions, is basically how long does it take for the pick or your finger to move from one string to another while strumming up and down the strings of the guitar. So we're going to do a strum down very slow all, and this will be on the key of C5, and we'll be doing all of what we are doing on both the key of C3, which would be this key, see it's highlighted here while I mouse click it, and this key. And another thing that I would like to point out is that you don't need to have a MIDI keyboard or any form of controller to use InstaChord. As you can see here, the mouse is capable of triggering this plugin, so that means that you actually can use the piano roll to do it. For a portion of this video, more than likely for most of this video, I'll be using the mouse, so this will be a living representation that you don't actually need a controller to use this plugin. I'm going to create a MIDI region here, so this is going to be like our triggering region. For Bitwig, InstaChord and Bitwig thinks that this is C3. In other DAWs you may find that this is not so. You may have to search around to find what your DAW think is C3 and what you think is C5. Okay, we have already had this set up to record whatever is coming from this track, so we're going to record it and observe strum down very slow all. So this is a more than likely realistic representation of what would happen if you are strumming a guitar. Each time your finger moves from the 6th string or the above strings down to the 1st string, you will find that there's a delay in time between each string and when the finger makes contact with them. So that is kind of that's one of the reasons that gives guitar its unique characteristics. Obviously you can do this on a keyboard, but you will definitely have different results. You might find that your finger might be playing this note a lot quicker than it would do this one, and this one might even come before this one, whereas on a guitar, strumming in this direction sequentially, you would have each string coming later and later than the other. So now that we have that explained, let's move on to another. We are going to do we're not going to do any more of the ones in here. We're going to go to slow. Let's see what happens when we do slow. So it is obviously a bit quicker than very slow. Usually when somebody pick up a guitar for the first time, they usually do something similar to the strum pattern. And you find them repeating this action quite a few times before they start fooling around the instrument in other ways. As you can see, the same thing is happening here, so we're not going to dwell on this very much. But let's duplicate this track. And let's go back to very slow for a second. So based on what you're seeing here, around the time when the slow strum hits the third note, that would be when the very slow strum is hitting its second note. And by the time the slow strum would be hitting its fifth note, that would be around the time when the very slow strum is hitting its third note. So as you can see, there's a big difference in time into how fast or slow each string is triggered. So depending on the music playing style you're going for or whatever the part demands, you might choose to pick a different strum timing, because as you have seen here, there are options. We're going to medium now, and we're going to hear what medium sounds like. Let's see if we can get this thing in order of speed. So this would be the slow one, because I didn't quite remember. So now we're going to have them in order. I probably should label these things. So this is very slow, not versus, very slow, and medium. Okay, that should be enough to give me a good idea what I'm actually looking at. So we are going to do medium, as I said. It's already a medium. So let's record this. So up to this point, you are still seeing a time delay between the notes. I know that eventually InstaChord is going to get very unrealistic and start to deliver notes actually on the same timing. So we're now going to go to fast. And all these strum actions are the strum actions going down. Not down in pitch, but down in plane motion. Down from the 6th string to the 1st string. So now we are going to record. strum down fast. Okay, we have finally started to notice that InstaChord is playing multiple notes on the same timing. As you can see here, this is unrealistic. If you were to play a guitar in real life, you would not hit two strings at the same time. It is not physically possible. But this is the representation that it gives for this strum action, for strum down fast all. We are now going to do one of the strum up, just to show you what the difference is. There's just one difference between strum down and strum up. The speed of the notes won't change. Slow will still be as slow in strum up as it is in strum down. Anyway, let's record this so you can see what I'm talking about. So when you're strumming up from the first string to the sixth string, this is what you will get. Let's see if we can get these guys together so that you can see that there actually is no difference in timing. It's just in direction. So for the strum down, you can see that it's going up in pitch, and for the strum up, you can see that it's, hold on, let me make sure. Let's change the name of this. This should be slow. Let's say slow up to differentiate it. So for the strum up, you can see that it's going down in pitch, and for the strum down, it's going up in pitch. But the timing of each note is the same. There's no difference in the timing. So basically I have given you an idea of all the strum timings in InstaChord. Now there are a few more that I'm going to go through that you can have an idea of what actually is happening. So I'm going to keep these in the color that they are and group them, and we're going to create another track just for differentiation, so we don't get the strum patterns mixed up. We are now going back to strum down very slow, and we are going to do 1 and 2. And then I'm going to explain what is meant by 1 and 2. Let's turn off the pre-count. Where will I find that now? Pre-roll this. None. Oh, so I did not set this to record from anything in particular. Let's do this again. Alright, let's look at it from this direction, from this view. this is a C major chord, and when it says it's doing 1 and 2, sorry, it's doing the root note. It's actually doing the root note and the third, because it's in basic settings. It should be here. So it's kind of playing like a keyboard. So it's basically saying it's doing the first 2 strings that your fingers would make contact with if you were doing a strum down pattern. So by now you figure that you can keep selecting more strings as you strum along, all the way up to 5. They also can bypass the first string. I apologize. So now you should be getting the E and the G, and you can see them. So those will be the next 2 strings right there. So I figure that basically you get the general idea right now, that if you select very slow again, you could skip the first string here. You could skip actually even the first 2 strings and do the 3 and the 4. You can actually skip the 1, the 2, the 3, and do the 4 and the 5. You can also do the 4, the 5, and the 6, and you can do the 5 and the 6. So in a sense you can do like a bit of harmonies, or you can even get in the same, because if you should do the 4, the 5, and the 6 in the basic settings, you would still be getting the C major chord, but you would not be getting the first 3 strings that your finger would make contact with, so it wouldn't sound as heavy and as rounded as if you started from those first set of strings. Now I'm going to show you this thing called hit. I don't think I have to explain this 1, 2 and this 1, 2, 3 thing anymore. We're going to go to hit all, and I'm going to demonstrate what would happen if you do that. I'm even going to bring up the velocity. All 6 of these strings are in the same velocity, and they have all started. By the way, I am yet to trigger anything in InstaChord that has given me difference in velocities. The velocities will always be the same. So yes, they are all triggered at the same time and on the same velocity, and yes, it would actually be the same as if you were to mouse them in. They will all start at the same time and all have the same velocity. But I guess this is InstaChord doing it for you in whatever guitar voicing you choose. But if you should know these guitar voicings from memory, you could then take your mouse and click them in, and basically that would be a hit all. There's one more section. I was gonna go about it in another video, and I think I should still go about doing it in another video because it would make this one take longer. So the next time we come back to InstaChord, we will be doing these strum actions. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in Morse Code Production Labs, and next time again when we will do those string actions.